we are going to see, you know, that we've seen more flag caps, I think, in overtime, or excuse me, more flag touches in overtime than we saw for a real long time in the actual regulation play. Draven does have the flag. He's going to use the med kit. He goes up at a rail, as I think he floated midair there a lot longer than he wanted to. And look at how quickly k1ck is barreling over to that red base right now. BiBS is going to get on top of Regen, and this is not good here for Lowland Lions. Dareful's going to get taken out by BiBS, who Metal Gear Solids him from around the corner. He didn't even know he was there. Draven looking to get that LG kill. Some nice hits. Will he manage to get it off? It may not matter. Flags are exchanged and both are down, but Absol will pick up the slack.
He can't get through center, though. Demon is there and gets the return just before Andy puts him down. Now, one thing I'm noticing is that it seems like k1ck is getting the power-ups. Lowland Lions have kind of backed off from trying to take over that center, and I think that's giving a lot of the momentum to k1ck. Here's BiBS trying to get out. He doesn't have a medkit, though. He's got 50 health, 10 health, and down he goes. No help from his team. Demon gets the return. But I am seeing, momentum-wise, it looks like Lowland Lions is a little bit behind. Now, Forever coming in has Blue's RA. Eating a rocket to the face. Annie, that's 2, and that's 3, and he's down for the count.
He made noise way sooner than he should have. He's going to go back and watch that demo, and he is going to hit himself in the face. That was not the smartest move, and he knows it right there. We are now on a 7-second respawn timer, 4 minutes and 25 seconds over the overtime. Both teams have managed to touch the opponent's flag, but it doesn't matter until you can bring it home. Someone is lost, and someone is going to save the day.
Look at Wheat stack. I mean, sorry, look at BiBS' stack, Wheat. BiBS got medkit, RA. He's getting chased by LG. But he's walking in pretty solid.
I see that, and do you think he's got what it takes?
Nice move. Oh, he misses the flag. Oh, man. Oh, that slowed him down big time. He had to use his medkit. 8-second respawn delay. He's coming through the center. It's been dropped down below, and it has been returned. But look at that. Had he been able to go just a couple seconds further, had he held on to that flag just a little bit longer, he had 2 teammates waiting to grab it for the assist. Draven now has regen and a medkit coming in, 50 armor. And look at this. The main base defender is looking over the water's edge. Draven might bring this thing home. He's got help from Demon. Demon has extended to center, and this is it, Wheat. We have seen, finally, the cap brought home. And, wow, Draven gets it done. 10 seconds, 54.
The smartest move that Lowland Lions made the entire game was at the very end of that overtime. They took out 3 in the center, and they knew that if they pushed base of k1ck, that they would have the man advantage, they would have the weapon advantage, they would have the advantage, and that's exactly what happened. Draven went low, and that allowed another member of Lowland Lions to come in and basically you know, he almost like picked for Draven pretty much. He stopped him short. Draven made the rocket jump. It was a clear run home all the way home, and that made it 3-2 for Lowland Lions to pick it up. But in what was certainly a memorable and amazing little game there between these two guys, and you know, coming off that last game, I have to tell you, like, I expected Lowland Lions to maybe dish out a little bit of hatred, you know, a little bit of DM11. And that's not the case at all. I stand corrected. You know, internally, good job, k1ck. Let's see what you can do in game number 2. And we haven't seen a map vote yet, so maybe they hadn't decided yet.
Yeah.
Maybe they're discussing it right now.
They wanted to play it through first to see. We did find out that that Ironworks was k1ck's choice. Let's see what they choose. There we go. CTF2, you were right, Wheat. So we head over to Troubled Waters, which it plays in a lot of ways the opposite of what we just witnessed. So very defensive heavy. On the other hand, the offensive players are going to be required to have that sure-footedness and that quick cap movement that I really didn't see k1ck have throughout the course of Ironworks. So I'm kind of putting my money down on Lowland Lions for this one, assuming that Forever can get his jumps out of the base done. So while you're talking about that, I want to go set up to do a little bit of a tour of the map. But what are your thoughts?
Sure. So, I mean, my thoughts are pretty simple, dude. I'm a man of tradition. I believe in tradition a lot. I think that CTF2 screams tradition when it comes to capture the flag. I mean, this is a map that I feel like, you know, this is to me like the Dust 2 of Counter-Strike 1.6, the Q3 DM6 of Quake 3 or Quake 0. You know, this is a staple map. And for that reason, a lot of people love it, and for that reason, a lot of people hate it. But there's something about it from a competitive point of view is that when a real confident team who has so much experience on this map basically calls another team out on it, you know, you can't get much better than this. You know, there's so many CTF skills required to play this map. And that is why I think a team like Lowland Lions is going to default to something like this. Not to take anything away from the guys at k1ck. You know, some of these guys I am familiar with, but I look at the roster of Lowland Lions, and you know, to me, that's why I said CTF2. That made sense because it's a lot about tradition. So, I love this map because I do think, like I mentioned, it shows a complete skill set of capture the flag, from movement to utilizing the power-ups properly, both offensively and defensively, to the rocket jumps, to, you know, what I like to call the stages of CTF, where you have, you know, your stage 1, which is inside the flag room, your stage 2, which is basically on the escape or on the outside, and then your stage 3, which is home.
Well, let me cut in there and talk a little bit about some of the routes that these players might take, and just do a little overview of the map. In Troubled Waters, it's a symmetrical map, and it's split right down the middle. We're going to look at the blue base initially. The flag is up on this platform, and the easiest way to get to it is a jump pad that arcs you way up, makes you railgun fodder in order to grab the flag. Another way, of course, is just doing a rocket jump straight up to it. On the exit, though, that's where things get really interesting. You can exit this room in many different ways. You can go straight down through these lower doorways, which is actually pretty rare. You also have another exit here, and I will go live in just a few seconds. But usually we're going to see players do jumps or rocket jumps out to the upper sides. And so basically the offense is going to have to be really quick on their feet and really nimble with their rocket jumps in order to get in and out as quickly as possible. And the team that can do that the most often is usually the one that will bring home the flag as often as possible. Draven is getting the mega start and has already 100 armor. And he will be setting up on D, which is interesting because I think Demon usually enjoys that, although he may be railing mid. So we're going to go take a look at, it's actually Durful up on the rail platform. So Wheat, what are you seeing for k1ck setup?
Well, I was just going full screen there, but we got Annie in the back. He's what I like to play is in the back sewers. And let's see where we've got the rest. Is actually, we do have Draven. Hold on, I was calling the wrong guy. Batija, I expect him to be on offense. Obviously, Absol looks to be playing mid, like a mid back hybrid, which is kind of common. Great little rail on Forever right there. NVC is also on defense here, but he could be on his way out as well. So right now, I'm seeing k1ck in their base a lot. However, it's sort of to be expected. CTF2 usually starts with momentum swing. You're going to see these guys start to get the frags, and then you're going to see these pushes start happening. So far, I haven't seen really anyone make their way into a base yet, let alone get a frag touch. So we're going to have armors coming up soon, and we will see that being a major factor in when people will push, whether it be through the middle or whether it be under in the sewers. So we got 18 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock now. Both teams playing this one exactly as they should. CTF2 tends to start off a little stale, but once we see those you know, momentum pushes back and forth, that's where it starts to get real interesting.
Well, in Wheat, I did see earlier on Batija try to make a play in, and we had NVC going low through the sewers, trying to get. We do have a flag touch, but it's quickly dropped. So very quick back and forth. But yeah, Batija is definitely the guy on offense. He actually spent the last minute and a half in the Lowland Lions base just kind of trying to be sneaky and doing little splinter cell